I'm Hasini Madanayake. I'm studying Diploma in Early Childhood Care and Development at South Asian International Institute of Higher Education. And I'm here to present one of the week plans I've prepared. This is my week plan. First, I have mentioned the name of my nursery, and then the year and the month and the week number. And then I have mentioned the theme. The theme is learning about transportation vehicles. And I have mentioned the 5 sub-themes for the 5 days of the week. For Monday, the theme is cars. The Tuesday, it's bus. Wednesday, it's train. For Thursday, it's plane. And for Friday, it's boat. And for every day, I'm covering all the 4 domains: health and physical, language and early literacy, social and emotional, and cognitive. So I have made sure that I cover all these 4 aspects in each day, but covering different specific aspects. So if we look at Monday, for Monday, under health and physical, for Monday, my first activities, and I have numbered the activities also. So for Monday, my first activity under the subtopic car is it's a game. So I'll be providing a box full of toy vehicles and ask children to select a car, keeping their eyes closed. So under this activity, I'm planning to cover this specific aspect, receptive language. And the second activity for that day is under the domain health and physical, and I'll be covering the specific aspect personal safety from this activity. So from this, we'll be building a safety belt with cardboard, paper, pulp, and fixing it to child's chair as a seat belt. And we'll discuss about vehicle safety. And the third activity I have planned for Monday is having a car race in the garden with toy cars, and maybe a string or a stick can be attached to the toy car. So this is for the domain cognitive, and the specific aspect planned covered under this activities comparison. And the last activity for Monday is inviting a car mechanic to show inside the car to children. And the domain plan to cover under this activity is social and emotional, and the specific aspect is relationship with adults. And if we look at Tuesday, the subtopic is bus, and the first activity for Tuesday is assembling parts of a bus. So this is under the domain cognitive and under the specific aspect curiosity. And the second activity of Tuesday is building a bus with an empty box, bottle lids, and painting. So this is under the domain health and physical to cover the specific aspect, fine motor skills. And the third activity is targeting the domain language and early literacy to cover the specific aspect, early literacy. So here we'll be drawing a bus road on the board in the shape of a letter B, and we will show bus stops and the several destinations as schools, markets, and then ask the children to ride the bus on this road. So we are planning to develop their early literacy skills from this activity. And the last activity for Tuesday is targeting social and emotional domain, and to cover the specific aspect relationship with peers. And here we will arrange a 30-minute bus ride, probably from the school bus, and with all the children. Maybe they'll sing wheels on the bus while riding. So that's all activities for Tuesday. And if we look at Wednesday, the subtopic is train, and the first activity for the day is pasting empty matchboxes and crafting a train, putting empty matchboxes together and crafting a train. And here I'm planning to develop the specific aspect fine motor skills under the domain health and physical. And the second activity plan for the day is under cognitive, and here we'll be targeting the specific aspect numbers, and we'll assist children to fix the toy wooden train. All the nurseries have this wooden number train, so we will assist children to fix the toy wooden train with numbers as train boxes and let them play with it. And the third activity for Wednesday is to improve expressive language under the domain language and early literacy skills. And here, children will be sharing experience of how they traveled in a train. And the last activity for Wednesday is building a ride-on train with some carton boxes. They just get into some carton boxes and ride them. They'll align them one after the other, one child after the other with a carton box, and they'll ride together as a train. And here the domain is social and emotional, and the specific aspect to be developed is the relationship with peers. And for Thursday, the sub topic is playing, and the first activity is to develop early literacy skills under the domain language and early literacy. And here we'll be drawing on a dotted line printed plane, and we'll be coloring it and we'll hang it on a garden tree to symbolize the flying of a plane. And the second activity is under health and physical domain to cover gross motor specific aspect. And here we'll be making paper planes with colorful A4 papers and fly them in the school garden. And the third activity is to build 2 airports with building blocks and to operate planes from this within these 2 airports. And here the domain is cognitive, and the specific aspect to be covered is cause and effect. And for the last day of the week, Friday, the subtopic is vote. And the first activity is to cover social and emotional domain. And it's to build the floating boat with floating materials, which form or banana trunk. And we'll be covering the specific aspect, self-confidence, since the child will show their confidence once they are able to make up their own floating boat. And the second activity planned is making and playing with paper boats in the water. And here the main the domain is health and physical, and the specific aspect is gross motor skills. And the third activity is listening to a boat song and learning phonic beat. For letter B, the phonic sound ub. And here the main the domain is language and early literacy, and the specific aspect to be covered is language comprehension. And the final activity of the day is showing a video about parts of a plane and having an open discussion. And here we are planning to cover the domain cognitive and the specific aspect inquiring mind. So that's all I have for the week plan. So once again, if I'm to summarize, I have come up with a theme for the week, and then I have divided the theme into 5 subtopics. I have taken 5 types of vehicles for each day, and then each day I'll be covering all the 4 main domains: health and physical, language and early literacy, social and emotional, and cognitive. But throughout the week, for these domains, I'll be covering different specific aspects. So that's all I have with my week plan. So thank you very much.